Then hello and welcome back to another episode. Tonight we are filming one that literally nobody had asked for. What I did is sometimes I just like to go and have a quick look on my investment app and just pick the first company name which pops up to make a quick video on if we are running out of topics, and that is why tonight we're looking at rocket companies. Nevertheless, I think some of you guys will find this one important and useful as you might be looking to invest in this company, as I'm sure a lot of people who may be new to the channel are. So of course there's not really too many videos talking about this one on the internet, and that's why I decided it would be a great one for an episode. So if you want to see loads of videos like this to widen your knowledge further in the future on stocks, please do subscribe. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. If you could help us get there, it would not go missed. I'd appreciate it so much. On top of that, we now have a Discord server. So if you don't know what Discord is, of course, it's just an online place to talk about all kinds of stocks, and we do that. We talk about all different companies on there, and the link to that is in the description. It's completely free to join, so yeah, anybody can come and join. Just click on the link below in the description. So what we're going to start off with is a quick analysis of the price to get some context. We'll go out to the 6-month period. I think it was this year that the company went public. I could be wrong with that one, but it would indicate it from this point here. So obviously if I am wrong, please do forgive me. But we can see in the pattern here that this was about $21 in early August, and the stock really isn't moving too much ever since then. However, there are reasons which you might want to invest in this stock, especially after this kind of significant growth this month, as we did see this big drop off, and now the stock is still not at where it was at previously, which could lead some people to think whether this is a great opportunity to invest in the company if you were looking to do so previously. I mean, sometimes with these companies, yes, they aren't technically growing too much so far, but there is potential growth for the future, and that is one of the reasons why people could be interested in them. And I think this is one of those cases, as when we look at this, we're not really seeing too much growth at the minute. We're seeing quite a lot of volatility though when we look at so 1 week, and obviously to the 1 month where we saw that huge drop. But when we look at so 6 month, get the larger picture, it's really not moved too much at all. Of course, we'll have a look at what the company does next, and of course, Rocket Companies is basically like a finance company, to put it simply. So of course that is kind of a great company for the future, as people will be taking out loans, as they already are. Of course, with the lockdowns and whatnot, people aren't generally taking out them, but this stock is looking like it has potential room to grow. So we're going to first have a quick look at what our analysts say. So for this, we use money.cnn.com. You can see it on screen here, and basically here we're going to look at the forecast first. So the forecast for the company, and this is one of the great reasons why you may want to buy it, because in my own words, and in my own opinion, like I said, we've not seen too much growth this year. I mean, we kind of have, yes, but it's the future that we're really looking at with this one. And the analysts are kind of agreeing with me, because the 14 analysts which are offering a 12-month price forecast for the stock are basically saying they have a middle target, a fair estimate of $24.50. They have a high of 35 and a low of 19. Very interesting. Let's have a quick look at what that means. So the median, obviously the one in the middle, represents roughly a 12% increase from the previous price of $21.88. So we can see that's the current price roughly, and basically if it carries on towards the end of the next 12 months on the same path, we are looking at a high side of 60% and a low side of 12%, with a very low estimate of minus 13%. So let's have a quick look at what our analysts are saying. So is this one which you should buy according to them? They are saying, and there's 14 of them of course saying this, they're saying that you should technically hold this stock. So when we have a quick look at the breakdown of what this means, it basically is saying that basically if you already own the company, do not sell it, but if you have it, perhaps not buy it. So overall, this rating has changed. It's held a steady rating since November. So generally speaking, it's kind of stable in that regard. People have the same opinions. So breaking down those opinions a little bit more, we can see 5 of our analysts are saying that you should probably buy this company, expecting big growth in the future. The other side is 9. The rest of them are saying that you should hold it. So not necessarily buy, but hold it. So let's have a quick look at some important figures. So here we can see our earnings per share is positive at $0.86, 86 cents as well. Sales for the quarter were 3.9 billion, quite significant numbers. And yeah, generally speaking, our analysts are not looking too positive towards the future of quarter 1 2020. They're saying that the forecast for the earnings per share is going to go down, but I think we'll just have to see what goes on with that. Obviously, a lot of this will be due to lockdowns, in my opinion, and things like that, and of course a changing of power in America, as this is a Detroit-based company, and of course being a Detroit-based company is in America, so yeah, things over there are obviously going to influence this company into the future. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at some important other figures and then come to my conclusion and my opinion on the stock. So when we have a quick look down here on this breakdown sheet, we can see the total revenue figure was $4,866,796, which is a steady increase from the previous 2.43 million. So not really too bad of an increase. Nice to see, especially in these difficult times. On top of that, there was a bigger increase in the last 2 years, sorry. So it is showing growth steadily over time, and this is what I'm looking at this company for. Not necessarily something for the long term. The short term, sorry. More for the long term. Steady increase. Company, kind of a more stable one in relation to what we usually cover, because of course we usually cover things which are generally speaking more risky, and for that reason we're doing something a bit more stable. So we're going to have a quick look at a few other statistics. I think we'll have a quick look at the net income from continuing operating. This was 1.29 million. So generally speaking, we are seeing good figures increasing per term. On year on year. So looking at the previous one, this was also at 893,000, so not even breaking a million yet. And then before that, it was 612. So in this year, we are seeing a bigger increase than what we have seen in the past 2 years. And that's obviously a great thing to see for a company when we're making more money, when we're generating more revenue. So of course, we have seen our revenue figures, and they are also positive. So let's just finish off with my personal rating. What do I think to this one? I think this is definitely going to be a more stable one, not necessarily a huge growth one, as a lot of people are looking for huge growth. This would be more of a stable growth company in my opinion. So if you are comfortable with that, then yes, maybe this is a great buy for you. Anyway, I did just think I'd make a quick episode covering it, so if you did find it useful, if you enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to come and join us on Discord. And if you don't want to do that, feel free to watch another episode on the channel. Other than that, thank you for your time. Goodbye for now.